Hello everyone, once again this is Rosetta Orchestra and today we will talk about Pseudo Code. So in computer programming we have this term Pseudo Code. So what is Pseudo Code? It is a representation of your algorithm. So in my previous video discussions I talk about IPU analysis, or the input process output analysis, wherein we take these three parts from a problem, which are the inputs, what will be the process, so that we could produce an output based on the what is asked in the problem. Okay, so it's one way of formulating your algorithm. Okay, so after that we will provide a flowchart. Right, so after that we will provide flowchart. So the time we have the IPO analysis, so we'll plot the algorithm into a flowchart. So in my previous discussion I also included how to create a flowchart as a representation of the algorithm using the input and process and the output out of the given problem. Okay, and then since this is computer programming, so it's about computer programming, so with the IPO analysis and the flowchart it's not enough. We have to build or create or design something that is more closer to a computer program. Let's say one step closer to an actual code, program code, and that is pseudocode. So a pseudocode, if I look at it, it's like a step-by-step process on what will be the instructions that the programmer is going to formulate for the computer or the central processing unit of the computer to produce the output from those inputs, if there is an input in a program, so that it will solve the given problem. It is so much like the flowchart. The only thing that differs is that flowcharts uses symbols and arrows and some labels, but the pseudocode is much like a paragraph, a combination or a group of sentences which denotes actions, step-by-step process. So para siyang English na isang buong paragraph. So I have here an example of a pseudocode. So this is an example of pseudocode. I have downloaded this from the internet. So you can say I am too lazy to create a pseudocode. So I'm just I just search the internet, then look for an example, and then I think this is one good example of a pseudocode. Okay, so as you can see, there are instructions. What you can see on the pseudocode is purely an instructions. Like this line here, it says repeat. So we're going to, or the program or the computer will going to repeat to perform these instructions until a certain endpoint is met or a condition is met. So it says get level F, and then it uses the F statement, F intermediate, then intermediate level, initialize robot, then start. So these are all instructions, step-by-step instructions or step-by-step process on what will be um, the work or the process of your computer program when it runs. Okay, so yan yung mga instruction na gagawin ng computer mo, yung ng central processing unit mo. Yan yung i-perform niya. But this is not the actual code. This is not the program code. This is just a pseudo code. Pero kung titingnan mo yan, mas malapit na yan sa program code. So parang gumagawa ka na rin talaga ng program yan. Kaibahan lang is English language pa lang yung ginagamit at saka with proper grammars. So yan. Siguro may mga process dyan, yung parang shortcut na lang. Kaya ganito F start or initialize robot. So hindi na i-complete yung ibang sentence. Because there are rules that you have to follow in creating pseudocode also. So hindi mo kailangan na ilagay yung buuin mo talaga yung completong sentence as long as it is understandable by a programmer. So what is what supposed to be done in the computer program. Okay, so there are at least two types, or let me say there is really no boundaries, if I say, on creating a pseudocode. So it's not that ganito lang ang pwede mong gawin. So pwede rin ganito. Much more mathematical. Mas marami kang makikita yung figure dyan na titingnan mo parang formula ng mathematics. Kumpara dito sa una. Yung una pa, English lang lahat. Okay? Parang, okay. Ang dali lang pala. Okay? Tapos hindi pa kompleto yung sentence. Pag mahina ka sa English, okay lang. At least, makagawa ka na pag naintindihan ka agad, yun na yun. And the second one, pwede din pala na ganito yung mas marami yung mathematical figures. As you can see, meron tayo nitong mga X, mga QR, 0, 0. So, formula na yan. So, mas marami yung mathematical figures and symbols na makikita mo. So, isa din na example yan ng pseudocode. So, actually, there is no sets of rules na dapat ganito lang yung pseudocode mo. Kung kailangan mo i-present yung formula, pwede mo i-present yung formula. Kung sa tingin mo, mas maiintindihan siya kung ganito yung gawin mo, ganyan yung gawin mo. Hindi yung ganito lang. Kung mag-stake ka dyan sa ganyang pseudocode. What's important is yung pseudocode mo is understandable. Mas malapit sa katotohanan, kumbaga, mas malapit siya or mas madali siya i-apply pag sa actual code na sa programming code. So, ganyan yung pseudocode. So, again, purely words, English, and then we have this medyo complicated na pseudocode. So, downloaded ko lang din ito. Credits dun sa may-ari ng picture. Search ko lang siya sa internet, tapos nakita ko. So, alam nga naman na gagawa pa ako is marami namang pwedeng ipakita galing sa internet. So, ayan. Nag-search na lang ako. And then, there are do's and don'ts. So these are do's and don'ts in doing a pseudocode. Do's, use control structures, use proper naming convention, indentation, and white spaces are the key. Keep it simple, keep it concise. And the don'ts are, don't make the pseudocode abstract. Do not make it abstract na yung parang hindi na rin talaga maiintindihan yung pseudocode mo. Ano pa silbi ng pseudocode mo kung hindi maiintindihan ng programmer or yung nung gagawa ng program or nung kahit ng project manager. Pag tinignan yung pseudocode mo, ano bang mangyayari dito? Ano bang klaseng instruction to? Ano bang kahinat natin ito or output nito? So kung gano'n naman yung gagawin mong pseudocode, wag na lang. Hindi magiging successful yung program or yung system na i-develop kung yung mismo pseudocode is hindi maintindihan. So, huwag mo gawing abstract, and then don't be too generalize. Mas specific, mas maganda. Kung titingnan natin yung mga example, ayan. Ito, mas madali ito. Ayan, mas specific, di ba? Initialize robot. Robot start. Obtain route between. Move forward. Move down. Di ba? Concise, mas diretso yung instruction, mas madali maintindihan. Yun yung don't be too generalize, or yung mga instructions na ibibigay mo is vague, or siguro hindi tumpak dun sa gusto mo talagang mangyari. So you have to be careful with your words, instructions on doing a pseudocode. Yan. So mas malapit lang talaga sa computer programming. So halimbawa, if ganito, okay, mag-ano tayo, gagawa tayo ng example. Try natin to. Ayan. Yan, try natin gumawa ng actual na example ng pseudocode, ha. So ito yung code. Actually, this is a sample program for FL statement using Java programming language. Ayan. So yan yung kabuuan. Tanggalin na lang natin tong hindi pa magagamit. Ayan. Okay. So, ito yung actual na code, program code. Tapos, kapag i-convert natin yan into pseudocode, ganito ang mangyayari. So, first is, sinabi niya doon, import. Import java.util. Mangyari to. Tapos, second, sinabi niya is declare yung public class, saka yung void main. So, pwede natin rin gawin ganito. Public class. So, mas gusto ko gawin siyang ganito, yung parang malapit na talaga sa program. And then okay. Tapos meron akong int a at saka a1. Para generalize, I mean, my freedom yung gagawa ng program. Hindi ko ilalagay dito na dapat variable a talaga yung name niya. Kung gusto ko lang is mag-declare siya ng variable na pwede niyang magamit. So hindi ko i-include yung name. Dito sa program is ang pinili is a variable, pero dito bigyan natin ng freedom yung programmer na siya yung mag-decide kung ano ang ipapangalan niya sa kanyang variable na gagamitin, as long as it is an integer type variable. Okay, Pagkatapos nyan, meron siyang a equals to 1. So that means kailangan yung initialize. Bigyan niya ng initial value na 1. So initialize variable and then ito na yung condition niya. So merong if, else if, saka else. So meron ko ditong if, else if, saka else. So sa if ay compare natin or dapat tingnan is kung 1 ba siya, kung 2 ba. So if yan. Okay. So tanggalin lang natin to kasi wala natin ginagamit yung b. Yan. Para mas madali at mas maintindihan. So ang sinabi dito kapag 1 yung a, print niya yung hello. Sabi niya is print hello. Also variables value is equal to 2. Ang sabi naman is print world ba yun? Okay, world tapos na yung pero kapag hindi 1 or 2 meaning 0 or baka 3 or more than 3 ang value niya, ang sasabihin lang is print none. So ayan. So gawin natin mas generalize yung pseudo code natin. Di ba bawal? Pero parang ganito, ipapakita natin kung ano yung general. Dito sa do's and don'ts, tingnan natin ulit. Yan. Don't be too generalized. So, tanggalin na natin yan. Yan. So, ganyan. Yan yung general. So, napaka, kung titingnan natin dito. So, import libraries, okay pa din, okay muna yan. Kasi, yung pseudo code mo, hindi ibig sabihin na pwede lang siyang gawin. Although, pwede mo siya specific na pseudo code for Java or for .NET or for C or C++. Pero, try natin ganyan. Kasi lahat naman ng programming languages ay may import libraries. So, parang okay lang na gamitin natin is import libraries. Although general siya, ang sabi doon, don't be too generalized. Pero, kasi ang iniisip natin is, yung pseudo code is, pwede siyang gamitin sa kahit ano na programming language. So, hindi tayo gagawa ng namuna. So, generalize na muna yung gagawin natin. Although this is discouraged by some individuals. Kasi mas madali intindihin yung pseudo code kung very specific siya. But itong import libraries is hindi siya dun sa mismong instruction but dun siya sa side ng programming language. So, pwede natin siyang i-generalize muna. Kasi halos lahat, or hindi halos lahat ng programming languages nag-i-import ng libraries. Usually at the very first line of the program or the code. Okay? So, and most, if not all, programs has this class and main method. So this is still okay. That is still okay. So wala pa tayong nilabag na don'ts dyan. So pwede pa yan. We can consider that one. Pero itong declare an integer type variable at saka initialize variable with value 1, this is okay for this example. But what if you are going to create a program with multiple variable, hindi lang isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima, 10, o baka abot ng 50 or 100 na variable yung gagamitin mo, ganun kadami yung variable na gagamitin mo. So hindi pwedeng sabihin mo lang na declare integer type variable kung marami yung integer type na variable mo. So paano mo siya ipapaalam sa programmer na yun yung variable na gagamitin mo dun sa iba pang code sa baba. So pseudo code sa baba. Halimbawa kung napakataas na ng code mo, isang deep pa na talaga yung code mo. Tapos pabalik-balik na gagamitin mo yung variable. So kapag ganito, na hindi natin dinlagyan ng pangalan, generalize natin yung pseudo code sa pag-declare, hindi siya pwede. Bawal siya. Hindi natin siya makonsider. Or kung dito sa example na to, okay. This is okay because isa lang yung kailangan natin na variable. Pero kapag hindi na isa yung variable na gagamitin natin, it is not okay anymore. So hindi na siya pwede. So kailangan bigyan na talaga siya ng pangalan. So by practice, para mas hindi siya mawala sa isipan mo kapag gumagawa ka ng pseudocode, lagi mo siyang maaalala yung rule na yon na dapat hindi generalize yung pag-declare ng variable. So gagawin natin is i-change natin to. Instead na declare an integer variable type variable, pwede natin gawing ganyan. Declare variable a as integer. Yan. So, mas specific na yun. So, ito, instead ng variable yan, gawin na natin a. Initialize a with value 1. Yan. So, mas specific. So, kapag meron pa tayong isa dito, na halimbawa b naman, kung variable yung nilagay natin dito, hindi niya malalaman kung sino bang variable na yun, si A ba or si B ba. So, dapat specific na rin kung sino lalagyan niya ang variable, anong value na variable. Is it the variable A or the variable B? So, yun yung advantage at disadvantage ng paggamit ng specific at generalized na term sa pseudocode. Okay? So, erase ko muna yan. And then, dito, gamitin na natin si A. Yan. If A is equal to 1, else if A is equal to 2, else print none. Ayan. So, mas specific na siya, mas understandable na siya. So, English pa din. So, parang ganito yung ginawa nating pseudocode. Yan. Yung print naman, pwede natin napalitan ng display. Yan. Okay lang din yan. Yan. So, pwede din yan. So, walang bawal dyan. As long as, kung titingnan mo or kung iintindihin mo yung print tsaka yung display is almost the same. The only, siguro, mag-misconception lang is, if yung titingin ng pseudocode mo is napaka-specific niyang tao, like print isipin niya kagad, printer to, doon sa printer lalabas. Yung gusto mo is sa computer monitor lang lalabas yung hello or yung world, or yung none. So, dapat hindi print, dapat display. Kapag display, automatic yung pag-iisip ng magbabasa ng pseudocode mo is display. So meaning, dun lang sa computer monitor. Hindi siya lalabas dun sa printer na nakasulat na dun sa papel. So hindi ganun. So be specific, be concise, be yung mas naiintindihan yung pseudocode mo. Mas madali maintindihan. So yan. Parang ganito, di ba? Yan. So, parang ganyan yung ginawa nating example pseudocode. And then, how about kung baguhin naman natin to, gawin natin mas closer pa dun sa computer programming. So, pwede natin gawing ganito na. Ayan. Tapos dito, magiging ganito na. Yan. Tapos itong declare variable, pwede natin gawing int a. Tapos ito is equals to 1. Siya magiging ganyan. Ayan. So, hindi pa din yan code. Hindi pa din yan programming code. Or, hindi pa din yan code ng program, pero mas malapit na. Kung titingnan natin siya dun sa actual na code, yan. May if pala. Dapat may if na yung lagay na natin dito. Okay. Yan. Oops. So, yan. Kung titingnan natin, import libraries, ito yan. Tapos, itong public class may if. Yan. Ito naman yung static void main. Tapos, itong int a at a equals to 1. Ayan naman, hindi ko lang nilagyan ng semicolon. Tapos, ito. Yan, fa. Yan. Tapos itong system.out.print, yan naman yung equivalent niya. Else if is equal to 2, ito naman. Tapos itong system.out.print world, ayan. Tapos itong else na to, else pa din dito. Tapos itong display nan, ayan, system.out.print, ito yung close. Meron akong endf dito, tapos may close, may close. May close, may close. Ayan. Move na lang natin sa pangalawang view para mas madali. Ayan pala. So, ayan yun. Okay. So, ito yung pseudocode. Ito yung actual na code. So, anong pinagkaiba nilang dalawa? Napakatitigang mabuti. Diba halos wala ng pinagkaiba. Pero ito, hindi ito gagana sa computer. Kasi pseudocode lang yan. Nakasulat lang yan sa papel or nakasulat lang yan sa MS Word or any word processing software or text editing software. Kagaya ng ginagamit ngayon, Notepad++. So, yan. So again, a pseudocode is it's like a blueprint of your program, of your actual program. It is a language or a representation of your algorithm, which is one step closer to the actual code. And then there is no real set of rules on how you are going to present your pseudocode. The only thing that matters is these, or the only things that matters are these: do's and don'ts. Use control structures. What are those control structures? These are the control structures. Yung mga curly braces na yan, or itong if, itong then, yan, if else then, itong else, yan yung mga control structures. Yan yung mga control structures. Equals, proper naming convention, indentation, and white spaces. So ito, pwede natin sabihin hindi natin nagamit yung use proper naming convention, pero halimbawa lang kasi A. Pero dapat kung meron kasing kapag gumagawa ka ng program na yung isang variable niya is ang purpose niya is, for example lang, yung sa point of sale, doon sa program mo may code ka na dapat magbibigay ka ng discount. So kung halimbawa doon sa program mo may ganun ka, huwag mo naman siya pangalanan ng variable A, X, I, U, Z, mga ganun. Pangalan mo talaga sa kanya is discount. So instead of A, you will say int discount. Yan yung proper naming convention. Para pag tinignan ng programmer, itong variable na to is para pala to sa pag-compute ng discount, or para pala to sa pag-compute ng payment, or para pala ito sa total sales. Yan yung mga total convention, proper naming conventions. Yan. Okay, so proper naming. So bali yung gagawin mong alias dun sa variable is parang kumbaga sinasabi niya sa programmer or sa taong babasa ng pseudocode kung ano yung gamit niya. Halimbawa dito, pag nabasa mo total sales, ang purpose pala nitong variable na to is para siya yung mag-hold ng total sales. Pag kinumpute mo yung total sales in a day, siya yung mag-hold ng value na yun. Ganun. Mas madali siyang maintindihan. Proper naming conventions. And then indentions and white spaces are the key. As you can see, proper indentions. Proper indentions. Ito sila, malalaman mo kaagad na under siya ni public static void main because naka-indent sila. Si public static void main naman, malalaman mo kaagad na under siya ng public class may F kasi naka-indent din siya, hindi siya ganyan. Dapat naka-indent. Kaya nito, naka-indent siya, hindi siya nakahilira dyan sa F. So kapag kaganyan kasi, pag hindi mo nilagyan ng proper indentation yan, ang hirap basahin. Ayan. So mas mahirap siya basahin. Hindi mo malalaman kung saan yung ulo, yung punot, dulo ng pseudocode. So kapag gumagawa ka ng pseudocode, siguraduhin mo may proper indentation ka. Ayan. Yan yung proper indentation. Ayan. Katulad din naman sa actual na program, dapat proper indentation and spacing ka din talaga. Ayan. Pwede natin yan i-consider ganyan. Proper spacing talaga. Mas madali basahin kasi yung code or yung pseudocode mismo. Sabi doon, keep it simple, keep it concise. Ayan. Simple and concise. Ba, ang taas ng actual code, system.out.print. Sa atin dito is display lang. Display hello. Ibig sabihin nun, i-print or ilabas yung text or word na hello doon sa computer screen or computer monitor. I-display niya doon. Kapag yung value ng variable a is equal to 1. So, ganoon lang. So, mas madali siyang intindihin. So, yan yung pseudocode. Okay? So, if you have still questions about pseudocode or clarifications regarding on pseudocode, you can comment your questions in this video in the comment section, so that we can create additional video or additional explanation, additional video discussions that will answer your questions or your inquiries. Kung kaya nating sagutin yung tanong yon at hindi naman siya kailangan gawan talaga ng video, so magre-reply ako dun sa comment. Okay? So, and that's it for today. I hope you have learned something from me about the pseudocode. Thank you.